Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and man, do I have a good one for you. I'm going to explain everything. We're going to get right into this very quickly. This is for the DJI Mavic, and it's something that I recommend, highly recommend, as a person who personally builds drones. This is an absolute must freaking have, and I'm going to be doing reviews of any other add-ons. I'm buying accessories for a lot of the things for the VR system, and we're going to do it for the DJI Mavic. I'm going to show you guys how to put it together. I don't know how to put it together, so we're going to learn together. It's going to be really cool. Even though I build drones, I am not stupid enough to do what DJI did, but I guess they're not stupid. They did it for a reason. They want to keep it at 249 grams so it could be legal, and you don't have to, you know, in parts of the world, you won't have to register it. So anyways, let's get right into it. So guys, as you know, I got the DJI Mavic. My wife bought it for me. She heard I was building a TIE Fighter drone, which I am, and she thought that I said I wanted a drone, and she bought it for the holidays for me, and I'm very grateful for that. I really think this is a really good item. Be sure to check out my total review on it. I tell you pretty much how you could even use it professionally, how all these things, and I'm getting a ton of accessories for it, so you guys are going to see what it is. But a major flaw of what DJI did, and I think they did it purposely, to keep it under, you know, the weight limit, is to keep these motors exposed. Now, what's bad about it? You're filming on a beach. Sand gets in here. Guess what, guys? Your motors are going to be toast. Water gets in here. Any type of rain, any type of anything, any type of little anything goes inside here. You can see it right in the copper. You're going to have some major issues. And as a person who builds drones, I can tell you personally that this is probably the most flawed thing that DJI could have ever done. But again, they're doing it just for the prosumer. They probably tell you, keep away from this, keep away from that, keep this. And, you know, they tell you, you can't use this professionally. You know, they kind of tell you this because they want you to buy their higher end model, even though this thing has the same sensor as the Mavic Pro, not the Mavic Pro 2 of course, but the Mavic Pro itself. And this, even though the Mavic Pro is more expensive, has the same exact sensor as this baby here. So this thing, as I told you, I showed you guys, you could use this professionally and all that. Now, just like a 3D printer, when you buy a cheap 3D printer or you build a 3D printer like I built myself one, you want to make sure that you always upgrade it with parts as the time goes by, because you want to make sure that you end up having $1 million, you know, product on the cheap. This is exactly the same thing. So you want to build this baby to last. The first thing you got to do is you take out these propellers and you put these babies in right here. And I'm going to show you guys how to put it. We're going to learn it together. This baby right here, you could get it in red or in black. I got it in red. I just like it. I think with the white, the red goes really well. And you're going to see these things are, I believe, aluminum. So they come in a nice little baggie right here. And I got this from eBay. Now, you could get this from anywhere. It doesn't matter what quality it is. As long as it freaking fits, that's all that freaking matters, okay? Because you want to just cover these motors. And this is how it looks like, ladies and gents. So, we're going to take these out, okay? And I'm going to show you how they look first. And then we're going to put them on together. I'm going to do an overhead shot so you guys are going to see how it is. So they're caps that go right on the motor, and therefore it blocks it. It blocks anything going inside it, like sand or anything like that. This is an absolute must. I showed you guys, especially if you're beginners. You know, a lot of people, we get excited, we do things, you know. I've flown drones for 25 years, as I told you guys before. Now, a lot of people say, well, drones, 25 years, didn't come out. No, I'm talking about RC helicopters, you know, RC planes, RC boats. I had all of these things growing up. I saved up, worked my butt off, and used to buy these things and was a big fan of them. And I love those wireless planes and all that before cameras were on it. Then I just, you know, attach the camera on it, and then we had a two-axis gimbal, then a 3-axis gimbal. So I know how to fly these things. For 10 years, I've been technically 12 because I made my own little rigs. I've flown drones with cameras on them. Okay, so I know I have a lot of experience working with these, and I know how these motors work. The unfortunate part with the DJI Mavic is that these are so small I cannot find replacement, cheap replacements. You'll have to buy it directly from them, and they're going to charge you definitely an arm and a leg. So you want to keep this thing at a minimum. You want to protect it as much as you can, and this is the way you do it. So now we're going to go right into how to assemble this baby, and really all you're going to need is the tool that it came with, and it's this little sucker right here, okay? And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going right into it. So guys, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this all out, because you don't want to, get it screwed up. So always remember, you take the back of it last. Okay, so now we got this little sucker. Let me just put it in frame, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it exactly. So right now, you're going to hold on to this section here that spins, and you're going to put that sucker in there, and don't be scared. It's not, I know a lot of you guys, you told me you're always afraid to take out the propellers. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to lose anything. Okay, this is a magnetic screwdriver, which I really hate, but I hate magnetic, especially when you're working with electronics. It's the worst. You don't want any kind of static or crap, or even this to begin with, to happen. So this is the negative about magnets. I see this one. Now you're going to see there's 2 holes here, 2 holes there, right? You're just going to put this right over that, just to block that hole, and you're going to see it. See, you could, so it's not, obviously not going to go in like this. You could do it like that, but you want to keep it just like that. You see? Hold on, let me just... And you're going to see this blocks out a lot. Now, it's not perfect, because you could see there's still passages here, but that's because this thing isn't in. Once it's in, it blocks the entire thing, and you're going to see right now. Now, the negative part is, I like to keep it sometimes, it depends on how you want to have it, but I have it usually like that. But it is a pain in the butt to put together, because it's moving all the time when you're doing this. If you have 2 people, it's much easier, but... see that? That's what I'm talking about. So, it's hard to do it through the camera. If I could do it with my eyes, it's no freaking problem. But, here we go. I just want to show you guys how it is. Here we go. Okay, now we got something going on here. Okay, so you can see this thing right here. Alright, we're going to just... And right now we got that baby. Just got to tighten it a bit, just to get it in that hole, you see? So it's going to go in that hole. You see that? So it closes very nice. Now you want to make sure that you have a snug fit. You don't want to over tighten, because remember, this thing will break. So you want to make sure, that's the way DJI, they made all their drones, their propellers are very cheap. But also at the same time, their threading is also extremely cheap. It's aluminum, and it could really tear the thread. And once the thread is gone, well, you're going to need another... let me just get that sucker in there. There we go. And I guarantee you guys, this thing has absolutely... It flies exactly the same as if it didn't have this, okay? If anything, it adds stability, because it weighs more, that's all. And you guys are gonna see. We're gonna make I'm gonna get a lot of these little suckers in to show you guys. Now, if you remember, definitely see my original episode of this thing when I was flying it, because I teach you guys. A lot of you guys said it wouldn't fly at all. You don't know what's going on. It wasn't with the GPS. It wasn't even in your home. It wasn't flying. It wasn't anything. And I told you guys, out of the factory, these things sometimes are not... DJI had issues. Even though they didn't say anything, because I'm sure people probably replaced it and knew about it, very few of us, including myself, had these not arranged correctly. And because of that, the damn thing wouldn't fly. And I tried everything, and even took out my cage and broke my first propellers. Because, I was excited. I got it. I didn't know the company would be this wacky that it would actually make a mistake like that. But I guess... always flight with the cage when you get a drone that you didn't build yourself. Even if you built it yourself, you want to make sure that the damn thing, doesn't break. So you want to make sure you get your propeller guards on. In fact, I'm going to say do that with all the accessories even you get. Just to be on the safe side. Because you never know if something is a factory defect, something is not. It was weird. I called DJI. They didn't even know what the problem was. And then my wife and I, we figured it out. We were like, okay. My wife was like, well, why don't we just switch the position of the propellers? And I was like, yeah, that's a good thing. And then I looked at the propellers. I was like, oh my God, that is the issue. Because I saw the way they were, it was different. And I was like, okay, there's something wrong with the placement of the propellers, which now I kind of understand what's going on. These propellers, the propellers are put on by hand. They're not put on by machines. So, you know, human error, make mistakes. You know, we make mistakes all the time. And pretty much, you know, the quality control probably is so shitty over there that they didn't bother to check. Or, you know, these things are kind of hard when you're seeing a million pieces. I don't really blame them. Every day you're seeing millions of pieces going down a conveyor belt or something. I don't know how they have their thing set up. So they're going to be bound to make a mistake here or there. So always just to make, when you get it, make sure you know what the hell you're doing. So just put on the propeller guards just to make sure, okay? And right here, we're going to put another sucker right there. Look at that. It covers it so beautifully. Goes right in. Almost like a snap-like thing. But look at that. You see, you got to really measure that baby in. We're going to just screw this little screwgee in. You're going to see it really locks it in there. You see that? It really looks good because it goes all the way in, and I really dig that. You see? Right in there. And you can see looks really good. And you want to kind of tinker around with it a little bit because sometimes it feels like it's tight and it really isn't. So you don't want this thing flying out when you guys are going to be flying this baby. And now look, this thing, there you go. You don't know how much I hate plastic propellers, and definitely getting carbon fiber ones very soon. I will show you. As you guys remember in my old episode before it was taken down, those of you guys that were with me, before the FAA got into it with me big time, was threatened with a lawsuit and jail time and all kinds of other crap because I did the drone I built was so sick it actually went over planes. Which is pretty freaking sweet if you think about it, but apparently that wasn't appreciated. So always remember to be mindful, to always follow the laws and all that. I had no idea at the time. I was just building them, and, you know, we always used to fly them in parks and stuff. And then one day, you know, I get a little visit. But it's cool. So now we just play by the rules. Not a problem. Not a conspiracy theorist, but maybe there's their own drones there, and it's a threat to national security if we know too much, you know? I don't know what's going on. I'm sure they got their own drones. They said they did, so maybe they don't want people to know. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't bother me. We just got to be mindful of that. See, there you go. You just want to kind of move it in there. And now you want to stick this baby inside. See, the issue is you want to really align it, because what happens is if you don't align it properly with the, you know, right in the middle, you're going to get, like, it's going to feel tight, but it's only doing, it's not going inside the hole. What's happening is it's just hitting the side of it. There you go. See that? This is not good. So we just gotta... There you go. See, just move it in place, and wham, it goes right in. See that? It just sits there. And now you have a free propeller. You see that? So always remember to flick it left and right just to make sure, you know, just like that, just to make sure the thing moves freely. Because you don't want to, you know, have it stuck on one of these sides here. So you need to make sure you know what you're doing. So you just move it around constantly till you get something. And you see already, when I flew it, already it started getting gunk. You see from the wind and stuff like that, who knows what the hell's pouring in there. So this is why I recommend you don't even fly the damn thing till you get these caps. And then you have a good unit. Oh, there you go. Okay, hold on. Oh. Good. All right, let me just see if I can tighten this a little more. Just a very light. And as you can see, perfect. Let me get that a little bit more back here so you guys can see. Perfect. See that? Really awesome. And that's it. And now this thing will fly the same way. There's absolutely zero issues. It'll fly exactly the same way. In fact, if anything, it'll be more stable. I didn't see any difference even in stability because I didn't have any issue with this. I even flew it in really, really windy temperatures, as I told you guys in the review before. It was extremely windy. We didn't want to go out there, but we did anyway. And I wanted to see if this thing works because, hey, if we're doing already a review, let's make it different than all the people. So as you can see, this thing will work, and in fact it'll be, I even feel now much better knowing these are covered, because I showed you guys it already had gunk on it, which is horrible, just on my first flight of this damn thing. So you guys have to, you know, keep that in mind. Now, for those of you guys that don't know if this thing actually works well, right here you could see it folds. If it those of you guys that think it doesn't fold, just to show it to you, and right here, and oops, right here. I'm so careful with these things. Definitely looking forward to doing the review on the carbon fiber. You guys are going to see a real pull. It does so well. Makes this drone it'll feel like $1 million bucks. But right there, and that's it. Oh, this one I gotta. There you go. Locked it into place, and there you go. And ready to go. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, self-funded here. This is the people's channel, y'all. We're not a paid-for channel that tells, you know, paid-for reviewer that tells you something's good when it's crap. Okay, here in our channel, we build stuff. We do tech reviews. We do Nintendo reviews. We do it all, guys. And we're self-funded. This is the people's channel. This is our channel. It's not just me giving back to the community. You guys are doing the same exact thing. You're giving back to We're all giving back to the community together. The comment section is the forum section, as I call it. You can validate what I'm saying, not validate what I'm saying. Let's together make it easier for people to sift through the paid-for crap and to get actual real information to make real make real informed decisions. You know, so they'll know exactly what to get and know exactly real people reviews. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. And I know a lot of you guys have issues getting notifications even when you hit the bell button, and you contacted YouTube and they told you because we're a small channel. Whatever. Let's grow as a community. Share it with everybody you know. Tell your family, tell your friends. Let us all be in this community together and grow together. And let us make this channel an amazing place for people to come and stop by and to get real information from real people, not these cheesy paid-for idiots. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.